What's going on, everybody? These are, without a doubt, some absolutely crazy times we are in. Um, I don't even know what to say. It's kind of things never happened before. All I can say is that I hope all of you watching are safe, doing the best that you can do with the situation that we're in. But with that said, it doesn't look like there's going to be any BMX racing anytime soon. Looks like most things are getting postponed and canceled, and there might not be any new racing to watch. So I wanted to try to do something to keep everybody entertained and try to bring some normalcy and some positivity in everything going on these days with this whole coronavirus thing. So I'm going to be doing some race analysis of races that have happened in the past. So this will be episode number one. If you have a race that you'd like me to go through and analyze, drop it in a comment below, and I'll go ahead and do that. And with that, let's get started with one of my favorite races that I've ever seen. And I was actually sitting in the stands as a 15-year-old kid watching this one unfold.
Here is number 88, Kyle Bennett from Texas.
All right, so the race we're going to be talking about today is the 2007 UCI BMX World Championships. This was in Canada. Fun fact about this one, this is actually the last race that used the traditional cadence before they moved to the random start starting in 2008. So as you'll see, when the gate gets ready to drop, half, maybe more of the guys slingshot, meaning they pull back off the gate and time it because the gate wasn't random. It's got really common up until 2008, right as it got close to 2005, 6, 7, 8. People started doing it, they switched to the random gate. So as the gate gets ready to drop here, you see Kyle Bennett in lane number 1, you see Kalen Young in lane number 2, Randy Stumphauser in lane number 3. These were three of the top riders at the time. Kyle had already previously won 2 world titles. Randy had a bunch of world championship medals. Kalen had won World Cups. So these are definitely 3 of the favorites coming in. Kyle in lane number 1 here actually tore his ACL earlier this year in 2007. So he was coming in on a limited prep. I've got a little bit of insight. Sean Dwight, my coach, coached Kyle Bennett and Kalen Young in lane 2. So I've heard some stories on the lead up for this stuff. And pretty incredible what Kyle was able to do in a short period of time.
Okay, riders, let's set them up. Riders ready, watch the gate.
So as the gate goes down, you see all the slingshotters go. It looks like Kyle had a good start. Him and Kalen immediately stretch out from the pack and go into the first corner, first and second. Out of the first turn, as they hit that first roller, Kalen nudges even slightly ahead, but they're dead heat even battling. And this is a really tough position to be in if you're Kyle, because right here, you've got that pressure on you, right? Like that guy's right next to you, and you know you have to stay perfect. You have to stay smooth, and if you don't, you run the risk of getting passed. So he mentally has to be real strong in this scenario and make sure that he's hitting his backsides, which he does. And him and Kalen go into the second turn. Randy makes a move there up into third place. Now, exiting turn 2 is one of the pivotal moments on this race, and this is something I really want to talk about. If you look right here, look at Kalen. He's eyeing up that inside line. He's already started kind of looking to that inside. However, Kyle at the last minute goes all the way to the far left, leaving Kalen zero room at all to try to run down that inside line. This forces Kalen's hand, and it makes him go to the outside of the third straightaway, meaning that if he's going to pass Kyle, he's going to have to be an entire bike length quicker to get all the way around him. And meanwhile, while all that's going on between Kyle and Kalen, sometimes you forget that, look at this battle going on for third. You know, Steven Cesar's crept up. He's dead heat even with Randy Stumphauser, who just made a pass to even get into third. So there's a battle for the podium spot as well. And now there's a massive difference between getting a third place at the World Championships and getting fourth place. 4 to 8's pretty much the same. But if you can get a top 3, that's really where it matters. Now, I want to point out, going into this final turn, you have 2 opposite lines here with Kalen and Kyle. Kalen opts to jump onto the step-up double and then manual across, where Kyle does the more difficult and more risky line with the pickup into a triple manual. And that's a deep triple manual. So that was an incredible bit of riding by Kyle right there. Again, Kyle takes a smart line out of this last turn. I mean, look at that crowd. I can only imagine the rush that those two were feeling at this moment in time, battling for the world title in front of all those people. And Kyle, again, has to get through another straightaway without making a mistake, which he does, crosses the finish line, and that'll give him his third UCI BMX World Championship. which still today is the record for the most world titles ever won in elite. Here you got Kalen giving a big shout out to Kyle and just respect. I mean, this is a perfect example of two guys racing each other cleanly, being classy out there, and just having a good battle. And it's one of my favorite races. You bring it back, higher race. They are side by side almost the entire time. And that really made for a special race. You never knew what was going to happen, but they raced clean. They raced hard, and made for a really exciting race. I remember I was 15 in the stands watching this. I was a huge Kyle Bennett fan. I was rooting for Kyle. And it was a really exciting race. So anyway, let me know in the comments below. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a few of these race analysis while there's no racing going on anywhere in the world. So leave a comment below. Let me know what races. It could be amateurs. It could be women, men, A-Pro, whatever it is. If it's a good race, let me know. I'll analyze it. We'll look at it and make some more of these videos. Thanks for watching, and stay safe, everyone.
Once again, Bennett gets a nice start, and he's starting to pull away, but it's not going to be too easy. Young's right there with him. Oh, look at this. Kalen is making it difficult for the finesse rider, Kyle Bennett. They both triple into that second state. Look at this. Bennett, Young coming down the second straightaway. It's finesse versus power, and you can see the differences in technique as they get through that rhythm section. The two are battling it out through the final rhythm section. This is where it all counts. It's going to be Bennett.
It's the only way I can beat Kyle is to beat him around the track, I try to give him my best, but hats off to him, mate. He's in a league of his own. He's a true competitor. It's awesome.
I can't even believe this is happening right now. I never thought I'd be here at the moment, but it happened, and I don't even know what to say, man.